back to 1111 True Crime Mama D in the house with you. Thank you for joining me. We're about to go deep into the Nancy Guthrie case, and we're going to hand over our questions today. Now, yesterday, we let everybody and anybody ask the questions. Today, we're going to say thank you to our private eye members. They're very intelligent. They are very deep into this case, have been since the beginning, and they asked the most amazing questions, as did everybody yesterday. But the private eyes, they have a knack for it. And so it benefits all of us because of the questions asked. So if you're not a private eye, no worries, lovelies. We're going to share it at home because we do value our replay crew as well as our live audience that's just viewing. We value very much. So thank you to each of you. Appreciate all the likes and subs. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started today. Now, I do ask that you put the word question in front of your question, and I see our notice went out. And let's get started. First, let's clear the energy. Whoa, that's wild. Like I almost dropped the deck. There was butterfingers, right? All right, let's get this deck cleaned up. Put your energy forward. Positive energy for Nancy Guthrie. Positive energy for Nancy Guthrie. All right, we're mixing our energy into it by taking action, whether you're posting or you're just thinking of Nancy or you're writing something in a notebook of positive energy, whatever you want to do. What's your first question, my lovely? Miss Jennyville. She is our longest term member. She's been here for like 5 years. Question: are the captors waiting to move Nancy after the media presence dies down? Now, that doesn't mean alive or passed away. Just are they waiting to move Nancy till after the media dies down? We have Queen of Pentacles, which represents Nancy. She is the queen that is the very focus of the reading. We have long term, so there might be somewhere where she's been for a while. I got the King of Swords, but it came almost in reverse, so when the card comes upside down, it is the reverse. Does not mean the reverse meaning or opposite. It can mean hidden. So we have King of Swords, but there's something that we're not seeing. King of Swords can often represent the authorities. Law. It can be inspectors. It can be judges even sitting on the throne. Is Nancy getting moved? Are they planning on moving Nancy after the media dies down? Possibly. Whether that's moving her alive or her body. We have judgment, but we also have judgment paired up with law. So it could be that she gets found, and that's how they move her. You feel me? We have Nancy, we have law, and we have judgment. Now, judgment is just what you would expect in the tarot. It is being weighed, measured, and found wanting. In other words, it's saying someone owes somebody a big apology in this, of course. And so this is also saying that there is a judgment, a decision weighed and judged by law regarding Nancy. Something might be coming up, bottom of the deck, messenger. We're going to have a messenger come forward. That's what I feel for sure. All right, you guys, excellent question. I would say, if I were to ask, are they going to move Nancy after it's highly likely. It is probable, favorable. But the question is she alive or has she passed when they move her? And who's moving her? Is it because they find her? Nikki UK, hello, my beautiful. I'm so glad you got your package. I see the one before that is still getting to you. That's funny. Nikki says, questions, it's really a kidnapping because it could just be straight up homicide, right? Is this really a kidnapping with Nancy? Is this really a kidnapping with Nancy? We have the King of Wands, which is like a drug dealer on speed dial. This is somebody that is Salamanders all over his cloak, all over the backboard. Salamanders are slick. You can't even keep your hands on them. This is a slick wannabe. This person is egotistical. And that is who I believe has Nancy. What's this, a kidnapping? Something weird when I get my nose that's like not necessarily. This is double attachment. This King of Wands is attached to Nancy in some way. This is showing, when you get this, it's Capricorn energy, which is very telling for me, simply because I've been surrounded by Capricorn energy ever since I found out that Dominic Evans, the band member of Tommaso, husband to Annie, is a Capricorn. Needless to say, we have these people. They are attached by this chain. This is usually a family or inner circle, a spouse, a partner in crime. This is somebody that you're devout to, you're connected to. We also have communication and walking away, and I keep getting desert, that she's already been deposited. So, I hate to say it that way. The question is this a kidnapping? Plan of action, new perspective, that would say no. That would say you need to look at it different. It's not a kidnapping. Magician and illusion. I would say unfavorable, and then crossing over. Crossing over. No, this is not, according to the cards, unfavorable. According to the cards I'm seeing, I've got this King of Wands, somebody that I said is a no-gooder. Somebody that has power, has control. They definitely are very much think that they're it. They're the guy. Very toxic energy here with the devil. An attachment to Nancy. We have this, things didn't go as planned also. With a lot of mixed information. Communication. Wands are communication too. We have this walking into the desert. So it could be that they took Nancy into the desert right away. This is definitely a desert. You don't see no greenery, and it's at night, and the only light is the moon. That very much fits the terrain. As we go into the plan, this was a plan that was put into action. But when I'm asking about kidnapping, this is the key. This is not necessarily a kidnapping. It's unfavorable because this person potentially hangs themselves upside down so that they can get a new perspective of what is being told to them or what they believe. And they want to look at things differently. So I would lean towards not a kidnapping at all, but rather that the kidnapping is the illusion, the magic. This is an illusionist, somebody that tricks. Right? He has all the tools. He's the one, the magician, that pulls the rabbit out of the hat. And he has all the tools to do that. And then finally, what's very interesting is the way this came out in position. As I said, they may have already taken Nancy right away out into the desert. Because that's what that person's doing, is going into the desert. Then I've got the crossing over, Four of Wands, which could be Nancy crossing over. This is also the marriage card. So there's many meanings that could be applied, but what I'm picking up is that this is a crossing over. I believe that this was meant to cross Nancy over, and that it was turned into a kidnapping by this miscommunication card. As if at first there was something like, you know, we're strangers, we're going to kidnap. But this is telling me this is not strangers. This is somebody very close to Nancy. Thank you, Jennyville. That was an excellent question, by the way. Or Nancy. I'm tired, y'all. I'm sorry. Thank you, Nikki. I'll get it right eventually, especially if I actually read the screen, right? Let's get our deck cleared and we will ask the next question. Wow. Excellent questions. We're gonna death. Yeah, she's passed over for money, y'all. It's probably the will. I'm sorry. That's the way the cards are reading. I just really feel I gotta shuffle it good. And then we'll take our next. That was a solid knock, right? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer Swain. Welcome to all our new members. You will love it here indeed. Let me see here. What other questions? Let me go all the way to the bottom. I like to ask, get different people to have their questions asked, so I jump all over. Jennifer Swain. Question. What was Ellie after when they put up the white tent at the front door? All right, let me explain it. First of all, what they were actually doing has been established, that it was to present the night light coloring, use the same kind of door cam to get a measurement and a weight, a height, and so forth of the assailant. And so that's what that really, really was. Spilled Paint Furniture Flipper. I love your name. You know that. Welcome back. You say, did the culprit act alone? Did that masked man on the porch at Nancy's act all alone? Again, we have that walking into the desert. 8 of Cups, walking into the desert. I feel like they took her into the desert. We have the Tower. So they may have taken her into the desert to, I am not showing you. Dang it. They may have taken her into the desert. 8 of Cups. And that's where she passed away. Bottom of the deck, imprisonment with justice. 3. There's 3 or more. Wheel of Fortune, it's karmic. And a fight to the death. And there's that card that I think of Annie Guthrie every time I see it, just saying. Annie, the Emperor, represents Capricorn energy, Earth energy. And then the one they paid. Shit. Look at this. This card, I say Annie Guthrie because in all the reads previous up till now, there have been many, I always get this for Annie Guthrie. And so I've started to wonder, is this Annie Guthrie's energy, in my opinion? The Emperor, does he not look a little bit like Tommaso? With the beard and the hair? Okay. And then we have the paying out, the payout. And could it be hired people? So I would say no. I would say if I had to add it up, 4 people. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, because one of these 2 would be doing the paying. So 4, 2 for hire and 2 that did this. Doesn't have to be Annie and Tommaso. It could be 2 people plus 2 others that were paid. So if I had to guess, that's where I would go. 4. All right, let's see who else I can ask a question for. Or answer a question for. Carla, question. Does Cameron believe Annie has anything to do with his mother's kidnapping? Allegedly, does Cameron, the brother to Savannah, Nancy's son, believe that Annie has anything to do with his mother's kidnapping? Their mother's. The way he said our mother was weird. We have evidence. We have a message of evidence. As I've explained, Pentacles are material things. A page is messenger. It's saying there's evidence to support this of a plan and the world with affirmative. This is an adult with a child. This is somebody he's known his entire life. What he does suspect, it's not necessarily Annie, but it could be. Focus, please. Autofocus on the camera there. What it could be is it could be Annie, because this is somebody you've known since they were a child. This is your past. This is somebody that he has known forever. We have this communication card, a plan. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be a follow-through plan, but a plan. And then we have this messenger he may have received, word, actual word communication, something he knows about that does lead him to feel favorable that it could be somebody Nancy's known since they were a child. I won't name Annie as his suspect. I will just say he feels strongly, according to the cards, that it's somebody that Nancy has known forever and that he may have known as well for a long time. All right, let's go ahead and do a little swivel here and see if we can get anybody else to ask some questions. Questions. VA Mama Bear. Will Nancy be found soon? Timing is a hard thing to do in the tarot, as well as location. Tarot is meant to read energy, but if we do get pentacles, that's a long, long time that we will be sitting and waiting. And if we were to get swords or wands, that's going to be quicker. So let's just see what we can get. Now, that's not what tarot's for. It's not a timeline. It's not good at timeline. It's not good at location, but we'll do our best here. We have swords, so we do have somebody eagle eye saying bring it forward. This could be a tip coming in because this person is a legal beagle. This is somebody that's on the side of truth, and they're saying bring me information, hand out. Right? Bring me information. Swords are words, so words. Sword is upright. Meaning that there is going to be some information or a tip, let's just keep going, about a commitment, a contract, and it's a stinky offer. And it is about a seed planted that's been nourished to gain finances. This is a money tree. We only have one pentacle came off of it, so it did not go through. The plan did not work. They planned on making money. There's something that's holding their plan up. But there's the three for sure that are in this plan. So we have the blueprint of the architects, and this is the builder. And you can see the three pentacles. They're all working together on a plan. So what this tells me is they do feel that there is possibly in the desert, they will get a message. So here it is. We have law. Make it a tip because the hand is open. About, I'm picking up, I don't know why, but this is an establishment, and I'm picking up an actual, like, near a location. I don't know. Intuitively, that's just what I'm feeling in my gut. And we have a stinky offer. A page is a messenger of something that stinks. Unfortunately, I'm going to tell you, I'm thinking, just my brain over time maybe, that bodies stink, right? You're asking, she'll be found. And this is buried because you plant a seed. And this is the blueprint they're working on to find her. It's almost like a tip comes in that suggests that where she is. So I would say it's possible. We do have that Queen of Swords, right? But it's a matter of them working through the tips and really getting the information. But I do believe they're going to find Nancy in the desert. And that's why I'm concerned why they're not making a commitment, right, Hierophant, to go out and start searching the desert. Excellent. My bird Sunny. Well, hello, my bird Sunny. Welcome to our private eyes. Go ahead and ask your question, lovely. We do this quite often, and you'll be able to have the VIP access to get on and ask the questions as a PI. Thank you, thank you. All right, you guys, let me see what else we have. Question. Thank you, Zoe, for asking. Did the perpetrator or perpetrators gain entry into the house from the rear? Did the perpetrators gain entry to Nancy's house in the rear? Hold on, we have Yes. Absolutely 1000%. The Tower is unexpected, but also it means that bam moment. You nailed it. So, bottom of the deck, yes, Knight of Wands, the no-gooder. Look at those salamanders. This person's unreliable. They may have kicked the door in because of the way this horse is full power. We have Nancy, this single person, independent. Look, I moved my finger on the deck, and look at this. Justice came out. Look how many cards away it was. Justice popped out below. So we're going to leave it like that. Things don't happen coincidentally. Everything has a meaning. Nancy's energy and Justice is a firm yes. Yes, absolutely. And it was completely shocking to Nancy. It's sad. Oh my gosh. She freaked out in her bed. She heard the back door kick open. I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to go there, y'all. That kills me. Wow. Thank you, Zozo. And the answer would be favorable. Very, very favorable. All right. Let me see what else I haven't asked. What other person that I haven't... Jennyville. I don't know if I've asked for you or not. Question, did Annie and Tomato rid themselves of Nancy for an insurance grab? Could be the will. We'll just say for money, right? Did Annie and money. They're working the tree. They're working this money, working. We have work. Eight of Pentacles is all about mastering something that brings in financial gains. Star, Aquarius energy. Nancy, yes. Money for Nancy, the Star. It also is saying that they're getting a lot of attention and heat. Center of attention. They are on spotlight. And then we have the house. It's about a house, y'all. Could be about Annie and Tommaso's house. It could be about Nancy's estate. Could be about an estate. Could be more will oriented because of this. This is the estate, represents the home, and so forth. The Hermit, the home. Bottom of the deck, Nancy's energy, single, independent, all with the money. I would say that it could be a combination of several financial gains, including the will, possibly life insurance as well. That was a great question, Jen. Thank you, Jennyville. Let's see. Debbie Gazzardo. Question. Is Anne being forced to go along with this because of her husband? Is Annie being forced to go along with this crime, allegedly, because of Tommaso? We have Queen of Swords and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, mental imprison, Ten of Pentacles. Cut, push, is justice, Ace of Cups. This looks to me like self-love, mainly because we have this Queen, and she's saying, come at me, but come at me upright. We have the Home card, right? The house. I told you this represents an estate, a legacy. So it's almost as if somebody is wanting payment. This is a law person. This is an authority person. It could be the real estate agent, not agent, but the one that the bank, right? And it's about the home. And we have this, oh no, I can't pay my bills. I can't pay my bills on this house. I can't afford this. Mental imprisonment is Eight of Pentacles. This is Annie all up in her head saying, I can't afford this. I don't know what to do. I'm trapped. There's that dog picture, right, with trapped from the beginning of the other read. And it's all about the house. And look at the legacy. She's like, man, all this money and I don't have any of it. So then we have to put somebody down by holding on too tight to them to gain that money. Look at the Pentacles. Look at the Pentacles. Money, 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 money. So, no. This is somebody that saw the plan. Justice is also in the eye of the beholder. This is somebody, Queen of Cups, somebody that saw the plan and wanted justice to fall in their favor. So they took a self-cup of love, and that's what they've done, is they've left their mother abandoned in a stinky situation. This is abandonment, 5 of Cups, or 5 of Pentacles. You can see this person's in ill health. They have to use a cane or crutches. This person's barefoot in the snow at night in front of a church. They've become beggars. They're abandoned. And this is the stinky offer of the fish in the cup. No, it's unfavorable. Very unfavorable that she's being forced to do anything. It would appear the exact opposite according to the cards. Really good questions, you guys. All right, let's see. Does anybody else have questions? Anybody new? Question, Dragonfly Love. Does Tomato have a gambling debt? Ooh, I like that question. You're going to get the go. Thank you, Dragonfly Love. Dragonfly, does Tommaso have a gambling debt? Oh, yes. According to the cards, he does. I just cut it random. Ace of Pentacle. That's the payout. Yes, he does. And look, he's either paying someone out or paying someone out. You feel me? Like he owes money. That was a good question. Let's just see what the walk is. Decision. For emotional satisfaction. King of Cups, somebody with deep emotion. Overlooking something, ignoring something. The debt is being ignored for some reason. That's all interesting. I would literally say that payout, and that makes perfect sense. I would lean toward favorable that he does have a gambling debt. I would definitely lean toward that. Nikki question, was Tommaso on Nancy's roof the night before, allegedly? Whoa, Nikki, where'd you get that one from? Was Tommaso on the roof of Nancy's the night before, allegedly? 2 of Pentacle. The Mother, Empress. That's Nancy's energy. It's unfavorable to be on the roof the night before. Here's why. I've got 2 of Pentacles, which is cutting. Well, I won't say unfavorable. I will just tell you what it's saying about the night before. It's saying we have something we need to take out. Is this a light? Yes, he may have sent somebody or been up on that roof. Here's why. Made me think twice. Because this is cutting something out, and it could be light. Taking out a light ahead of time. We have Nancy and holding back. What are you holding back, right? This could be the greed. And then I got that 10 of Pentacles. It's highly likely either Tommaso or someone was up on that roof and took that light out the day before. Oh, I just saw the Ace of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Yes. Brilliant question. Look at that. It was part of the plan. 3 of Pentacles. And it's coming from the back, right? Because this person's showing their back, the rear. So it was take that rear light out. That's incredible question. That was a really, really good question. Y'all, we only have 77 likes and there's over 300. According to my thing, there's 380 of you. Can you please take a moment, hit that like button? It would mean so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, lovely. Spilled paint, last question of the day. I don't like to go too long. Was Nancy worried that something bad was going to happen to her? threatened in some way. All right. Yes. I cut the deck. I've got Ace of Pentacles. Aces are always yes, and we have this laid to rest. She was concerned about herself. She was absolutely 100% concerned about herself and her well-being. She felt like something was going to possibly happen. Show me what Nancy felt. Okay, single, independent, and wealthy. That does make you nervous, right? I mean, right there, you got greedy people around you. Worried that somebody might take her out, right? I told you that's take out. Ace of Pentacles, can't make it up. Yes, Nancy was worried. Did she call CPS for elderly? Queen of Swords, truth. She was concerned enough, she called. Yes. And it was about family. And money. Ace of Swords, clarity. And, wow, the plan? Judgment. She had a sneaking suspicion something was going to happen. She had an inkling. And that might be why she called CPS. That is heartbreaking. Yes. Right, Carla, heartbreaking. Wow. This has been so insightful. Let me grab my light. My ring light. Just bring it around so you can see my face a little bit. Rachel going in. Jennifer says, Rachel, I'm going into detention 2 days in a row. Bad, bad. You guys are too cute. Thank you guys so much. I wish I could answer all your questions. I only have so much energy in a day. I give you everything I got on every case I work, I promise. And I will be bringing you all the updates as always. And we will continue to stay strong and hold the front line here back at the home base for all those that are out there, boots on the ground. Say prayers for JLR and Dolly Vision and PJ, even though she's not on the road. She's doing a lot of work and handling a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So say prayers for all of them that they are safe. And make sure if you're thinking to yourself, boy, it's so nice we have these guys out there, go hit them up if you have extra money and throw a couple bucks in their gas tank by tapping them, just a few bucks. And maybe it'll cover a little bit of their motel bill or allow them to buy a burger or some more Gatorade or water, because they're doing an amazing job. We want to be very supportive of all those that do take that risk, that do put themselves in the position that they are. Like last night watching JLR, somebody was following. Thank God it was a friendly, but I was starting to get nervous. Like he was showing them behind him, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're following him. So it turned out to be a friendly, no harm done, but we do want to put prayers out there for them as well. But mainly, we want to pray for Nancy Guthrie. As Savannah said, the prayers are so strong. Jesus is my Savior. Jesus can actually put protection around her body if she's passed away, so that it is found in a better condition. If you get what I'm saying, I'm just saying Jesus can help in so many ways. So with that being said, I love all of you. Thank you for likes, subscriptions, all that you do has just, it's always been amazing. And you guys are simply amazing. With that being said, I will be back again tomorrow on Saturday. And unless something breaks that is like they found Nancy, then I'll be back immediately. But tomorrow we'll bring you all up to speed. Thank you, my PIs, for asking an amazing question. Welcome all our new members. Don't be bashful. There's no silly question. We ask them all. So there you have it. Thank you for my replay crew. With that, I'm going to go ahead, jump off here. I hope you have a blessed evening. I love you. To the moon and back.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny will dark.